Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my works in progress and the completed pages I've done in July. With my WIPS, I'm hoping to finish some of them in August. So we'll have a look and see what I actually end up doing. But yeah, I thought I will show you what I've colored in July. I started in Coloring Heaven's Steampunk special. It's probably right now my favorite Coloring Heaven issue. I've really thoroughly enjoyed working in this. And the page I completed in July was this one. And I really am pleased with how she turned out. I drew a lot of inspiration for the skin from a Chris Chang tutorial. I didn't follow the tutorial, but I did use her combination of skin tone colors. I did the hair in Prismacolors, her skin in Prisma, so everything about the lady's face, hair, makeup, and her shawl I used Prismacolors for. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I love this combination of blue, a bit brighter than what I was going for. I wanted to go for a bit of a darker blue than what this one is, but I do like how it turned out. I think the hair and the skin is amongst my best yet. I then went and did some gel pen on the gears here, and I'm not sure that it worked. I don't particularly like how I did the eyepiece. I think I used the wrong color. I could have done a darker brass color or maybe even a copper. Either that or I should have done a different color hair. I'm not sure. So the cogs and this eyepiece haven't really worked out very well for me. I did Inktense on the hats over here, this part here and here. I did not go over it and build it up more with any pencils. I just wanted to play. I did a bit of graffitint here, and then I went over the buckle with some pencils. I think it was possibly Prismacolor pencils, just to deepen it. And I think it definitely worked better for me doing a coat of Inktense followed by a couple of layers with pencils. The background I used graffitint pencils, and I watercolored it. Then I went over it again with one of the graffitint pencils just to disguise any sparse areas on the background. Overall, I'm very happy with how this page turned out, and I'm very encouraged by the skin tone and the hair. I think those are two wins for me, and hopefully I will move on to doing this page soon, but I'm not going to say when because I don't know. So that was Steampunk special in July. I then went and did this title page in The Secret Garden by Joanna Basford. I wanted to do something quick and simple, so I didn't do any background. I just kept it really straightforward, and I also wanted to test Prismacolors on this paper. Usually I use Derwent Artists in Secret Garden, or I've used some Inktense and Castle Arts, but I found Prismacolor did go down well, although the tiny spaces don't really permit a lot of layers, so I found it quick, but I wasn't sure if I was coloring it right. So yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. I think the balance of colors is lovely. It's nothing fancy, but it was nice to do something within a night or two. So that's Joanna Basford's Secret Garden. I then went into my favorite book, Magical Dawn, and I was wanting to tackle again the galaxy background, but I wanted to do it a bit simpler than I had before. So I went And I've lost my cat. Oh dear, I think it was towards the end. Sorry, it's lost. So that was, I did this in April, and I loved the galaxy background, but I did the background first, and then I did the lady last, and I had a lot of issues with the hair and getting it to stand out from the background. So in July, I wanted to redo the galaxy theme background, but keep it a bit simpler and see if I could redeem myself. So I went and colored this one. And I did this within 4 days. Wasn't able to sit down and really color it long and hard, but it was really relaxing. I'm not terribly thrilled with the moon. I used white acrylic paints and neocolors, and I think I could have done a bit better. I also used neocolors for the background and Uniball Signo pen for the stars, and the rest of this is done with Prismacolors. I followed Zucchini Kitty's tutorial of the same page for the eyes, just for the eyes, and I did have a look at I think it's special effects for colorists. Let me get you the book. I'll show you the book I used for those beads. Yeah, it's Colorist Special Effects by Helen Elliston, and in one of these she shows how to do the pearls, to do silver pearls. So I then went on and followed the tutorial for that. So I do recommend these two books. They do come in handy. Colorist Special Effects, this is the first one, and then this is the second one. And just very quickly, she gives you tutorials on how to color things, and some background tips, practice pages, different gems. So it's really useful, and I think she's got 4 of these books. I only have the first 2, so I do recommend those. And then I went and I've been playing. So I bought washi tape, and I've done the background with washi tape, and I want to color in this bird. So this is one of my WIPs, and I'm hoping to do this in August. Then the other WIP I've got in this book is this one, and I bought these these stars, and I thought instead of painting the stars in the Hannah Carlson books with white paint, I would just glue on these stars. So I did a black acrylic paint background, and I splattered white acrylic paint for the stars, and I put these stars on it. But I should have left the white splats for last, because it's gone and put a few drops onto her face. And the other thing I must remember is to put a piece of tracing paper, or you can use wax paper as well, and I stick it between the pages so that they don't smudge each other. So those are 2 of the WIPs in Hannah Carlson. I then went in to Amarantine by Anastasia, Ellie, Calderiva. Here I have 2 WIPs. They have been going on for, I think, 2 months now. And there's this one. I followed a Chris Cheng tutorial for the skin, especially the face and the hair. I used a reference photo from Anastasia Calderiva's Instagram, and she had these sort of shadows, so I really liked it, and I don't know how to do the shadows by myself yet, so I used that photo as a reference. The magnolias, I'm just using magnolia photos on Pinterest as a reference to layer and build them up. So I'm taking my time with this one because I really want to pull it together in a really beautiful way, and I want to do the artwork justice. So, and there's like all my colors and my ideas. Then here I followed a Chris Chang tutorial for the face and the neck, but the hair and the cloak I've done by myself, and I'm using a reference photo of a peregrine falcon to do the bird of prey. And I'm also taking my time with this one because I do want to do it justice. I'm thinking for the background I might do a blurry forest, but I'm a bit tentative about that. So those are my two WIPs that I'm taking my time with in Amarantine, Anastasia, Ellie, Calderivas. And I haven't done videos for them because I want to learn and practice. So when I do a coloring tutorial or a video and you can color along with me, I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So in July, I suddenly got really bored and I wanted something different to color in. I went and bought Chibi Girls by Jade Summers, and I decided to go and start this page. I watched probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 different videos on anime and manga artwork, how to do the skin and that sort of thing, because this sort of drawing is very different to the portrait drawings I normally color, and this, I think the style is slightly different. So I really wanted to challenge myself to learn a different technique. So this is something I hope to finish in August. Then I went and got 2 Creative Heaven Teresa Goodrich books, and I started Country Charm first. I'm busy with this one. I put down watercolor on the grass and the sky, and then I've gone over the sky with a bit of Prismacolor on this side. I've never done landscape coloring before, so I'm kind of going along and coloring as I go along. I've had to darken the meadows and the fields at the back to contrast with trees, and from what I understand, the further back the landscape is, the darker it must be, and then the closer you get in the picture, the more detail you get. I decided to do a red barn, but I didn't want a bright red. I wanted a more wood brown kind of red, so that's why I chose the more terracotta colors. And then the flowers. So yeah, this is quite a challenging page for me actually. I'm learning a lot and I'm not always sure how to go. So I hope to finish this one in August as well, but we'll have to just go slow and steady and take my time. Then for country gardens, because I'm I home educate or homeschool my children, depending whether you're in America or South Africa. In the UK, it's home educate. I went and I bought my kids the Mei Ling watercolor set, which is so nice. I mean, look at these colors. I think they are just gorgeous, and the color, they're rich and deep. You don't need a lot of color on the water brush. It just, you pick pick up a bit and it just goes so beautifully over the paper. So I used these watercolors to do the sky and the fields or the grass. And then over here, I went and colored the pot with the green paint. So I had to go over it with a sienna brown to try and dumb down the green. So what I'm going to do is use Prismacolors and go over the whole picture and deepen it and do all the lovely stuff and hopefully fix the pots. I'm also playing with light source, hoping to get the light source coming in from the right hand side. So we'll see how well that works out. And then here where these flowers are, the base of this bird bath kind of gets lost, so I'm going to have to draw it in a bit or just create the grey bird bath in the background here. So that's my other project. I'm hoping to finish in August. And then last but not least, I have planned to finish the Christmas in July picture I started in July, and I have released the first part and I'm planning to do the second part very soon. So I don't know if I'll get all 4 pictures, maybe 6 pictures done in August, but I'm going to do as much as I can and hopefully in August give you a great video about what I've been coloring in. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe below if you want to just continue to follow my coloring. If you want to color along with me, see any reviews, I'd love to have you journey this road with me. So thanks for watching and bye for now.